everyone, this is Vicky Huang from Bay Street Group. If you have been following our developer interview video series, you probably know that we have featured a lot of exciting projects in the past. However, for this episode, I'm going to introduce you one of the most significant urban development opportunities. It is 300 meters from a subway entrance connected by 3 major highways. It is the tallest landmark building. It has covered over 160 acres of land development with commercial, residential, parks, and schools. It is not just a regular pre-construction condo. It is an opportunity to grow with this brand new city. It is my pleasure today to have Johnson Chen, the CEO of Condos Marketing, who is the marketing company for Mankis Development, to join us to talk about this super exciting development, Festival Towers. Hey Johnson, thank you for joining us today. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Okay, everybody is talking about a Festival Tower right now. So from your point of view, can you tell us why do you think a Festival Tower is such a unique project?
Well, Festival really has a lot of ingredients that makes to be incredible opportunity. A lot of people would look for things that is centrally located in the core of a downtown. Or some of the buyers may want to look for projects that is convenient and close to subways. Or some of the buyers may want to buy projects that has what we call the master plan vision, a master plan community. Here at Festival, we have all three rolled into one. At Festival, at South VMC, with Quadwheel and Mankis, we are spearheading a brand new community that is close to transit, 300 meters to the subway entrance. We also have a brand new concept of what a vibrant community ought to be, with lifestyle amenities, not just green space, but active zones of amphitheaters, winter skating parks, a lot of various elements that people wouldn't even think about. We even have a man-made lake in our community. And of course, we are creating a brand new downtown for Vaughan. And that's why everybody's excited about this opportunity.
So Festival Tower is located at the south of the Vaughan Metropolitan Center, which is Highway 7 and Jing Street. Why this location with huge potential? Or in other words, why the end users and the investors should buy here?
Well, that's a great question. Within the entire VMC, the Vaughan Metropolitan Center, it covers 442 acres. But on the southwest quadrant, it covers over 160 acres. So just by sheer size, it is a major component of the entire redevelopment of the master plan VMC. Now, coupled on top of that is on the southwest quadrant is where a lot of exciting things are happening. This will be the new entertainment center within the downtown Vaughan. In Vaughan is actually creating a brand new satellite downtown, where there's composition of high-rise, not just high-rise, but also AAA office towers. Over 2.6 million square feet of office, AAA office will be created in the southwest quadrant. Further, there will also be parks, not just green space, but parks of activities, and also a school. A school will be built on this location. That's why a lot of people look at it and say, this grand vision, it has everything. Truly, everything that anybody, a lot of families will be yearning for is all in this location. And also in this location, we're accessible by the highways. We're right by the border of Highway 400 and 407 with the major intersection of Jane and Highway 7 being at the crosshair. So now we have the epic center of a brand new community being created by Mankis and Quadwheel.
Yeah, it's truly a master plan community. It has everything people are looking for. Very
Absolutely.
common.
In fact, what we're creating is the most comprehensive urban community. So that takes on a lot of meanings. One is comprehensive, meaning that it encompasses a lot of things. A lot of things that a lot of people really want in their lives is all here, within walking distance. We have 17 kilometers of walking trails and paths for all the residents to explore this brand new community. The path will lead you to the lake. The path will lead you to soccer fields. The path will lead you to the school. And the path will also lead you to the subway stop. So all these are at your doorsteps. So those are things that really makes this community shines heads and shoulders above a lot of the other comparables and options around GTA.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that insight.
Awesome.
Yeah. So what do you think of the north of the VMC and south of the VMC? Any difference between them?
Absolutely, that's a great question. Now, the north side, you would see that it has a different way of its master plan. In terms of the green space, there's some green space, but it's not as intricate. It's not as spread out, it's not as diverse. And also, in terms of the lifestyle amenities, schools, a lot of the things that people would really want to say, now I have a holistic enjoyment of what I think is really good for my families. And definitely what we've found is that in the current times is that people are much more focused on the families. They're much more focused on core values of health, of really having the live, work, and also the enjoyment of everything within the very, very close proximity. And that alone really couples the growing trend of saying, do I really need to be downtown? Well, why can't I have the cake and eat at the same time? I could be with easy access to transit, but yet I could be in this little, what do we call a little retreat. And that's what we've created for a lot of people.
Amazing, yeah. So can you share a little bit about like a festival master plan here and what does city say on these urban developments?
Absolutely. In fact, Vaughan, the vision for Vaughan have always been being the most progressive city in terms of their overall city planning. And we see that. The growth that Vaughan have undertaken is phenomenal. Best in class for hospital, best in class for the planning, best in class for their transportation, best in class in terms of how they work with developers. This is the poster child of every municipality. Now, couple on top of that is that it's such an orientation and focus on growth. And that's what's exciting, is that the city is spearheading. And oftentimes we hear that there are a lot of dreams and visions, but often is that there are roadblocks within the city, municipalities, in terms of approvals. But here in Vaughan, it is in sync. And that's what we find is amazing, is that the entire municipality have that singular vision of promoting the entire city to really elevate it and really capitalizing on something very unique. It's the subway extension. For a very, very long time, it was talked, it was worked on, and finally, it is a reality. The subway from downtown Union Station, seamless transition right into Vaughan right now. So that link is pivotal, because that is the working over 18 years and it's come to fruition. So now Vaughan is capitalized on this to really layer in all the good things that we have. We are 15 minutes away from the airport. We are only 40 minutes to downtown Toronto by TTC. We're 6 minutes to York University. So all these things really comprise of what a connected community is. And layer on top of that is the city's vision to really just add in jobs, really add in retail, really add in the park systems, really add in the leisure components, that the city thinks that this is what the 21st century residents would want. And that's why a lot of people are taking notice and saying, I really want to find a home that I could have everything, and Vaughan is one of the destinations.
Yeah, no wonder more and more big firms move their head office to the city of Vaughan right now, and more people moving here. Absolutely,
I think it's a reciprocating effect where the corporations are looking for and say, where are the talents going? Where are the talents, and where can I really be in a very central location that I could capitalize on good human capital? All these talents, and a lot of them are really making Vaughan the new home.
Good. Let's talk about the developer. So both Mankey's and Cordell, they are the very reputable developers in the Canadian real estate industry. So as the developers for the festival towers, what's the vision for the Mankey's and the Condos?
Well, it's amazing that Quad Rail and Menkes come together with a single vision of creating a community that, again, I use the word best in class, and that's the only way to describe it, is that it is livable, it is environmentally friendly, it is very responsible. And what that means is that we have gone through a lot of changes in recent months. The whole mindset of a lot of population bases that they are shifting back into the family, shifting back into the health, reprioritizing what is really important to one life. And that is the same values that Quad Rail and Menkes embraces. It's the home values. What is the family values? It's that spend quality time, spending less in commuting, spending more time outdoors, spending more time with the loved ones, doing things together, not just looking in an iPad, not just watching television, but actually exploring and really being active, but yet having fun in a very, very nice environment. And that's the same vision that Quad Rail has. That's the same vision that Menkes have, is to create this brand new community from zero, from ground zero, from scratch, so we could have no baggage of what had happened before and start everything and build up this dream. And therefore, we're able to do things that other people haven't been able to do. We're able to reach heights that other people haven't been able to reach.
Yeah, that gives buyers more confidence that in the future they will deliver very high quality buildings for them.
Well, in addition to high quality, it's going to be highly in demand. Again, a lot of the buyers are looking at the view of investing. Whether they're investing for the families right now, but ultimately one day they want to sell it. So how desirable is a community is paramount to their consideration. Now, when you have schools, when you have shopping, you have bistros, you have cafes, you have open air amphitheaters, you have a lot of pathways, you have lakes, you have entertainment areas, you have picnic areas. You have all this at your doorstep in your community. And that is something that is really a big vision. And mind you, I believe, I accept it is a big vision. It's something that a lot of people may have dreamed about, but have never seen in GTA. And now it has been unveiled in GTA first time.
Excellent. Let's talk about the building itself. So what are some highlights for the building and what amenities are being offered here? Can you share a little bit?
Absolutely, that's a great question. The building that we're showcasing right now behind us, that would be the south tower of the festival complex. It shares a common double height ceiling lobby. Each of the buildings would have their own party room. Okay, we have 2 levels of below grade parking. Okay, and also because of this articulation, we also are able to join the west portions of our development with our east portion of development by the way of a sky bridge. What that creates is seamless integration for the entire community to come together. We have 4 buildings in the future when it's all completed that will share a common facilities. Over 70,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor amenities. We have our own swimming pool, our own Oasis Hydro Spa retreats. We have our own active zones. We have lounges. We are taking inspirations from worldwide renowned places and really incorporate into our amenities program. We're making it more functional. We are mindful of the fact is that a lot of buildings are just as pretty lounges. We want to animate that space where people could actually use it. So throughout these 70,000 square feet, we created a lot of functional areas. Just the rooftop amenity, there are locations for barbecues. There are locations for restings. There are gazebos. There are lots of locations where people can just hang out together. And again, we're cognizant of the need to have indoor and outdoor space. It blends seamlessly, and that's what we have. Even just the pedestrian drop-off right at the turnaround here is serving both of the buildings, north and south buildings, central drop-off, but right beside it, we created little trellis areas, a resting spot for all residents. So if they're waiting for the Uber, waiting for friends to pick them up, just a place for them to conjugate. And more importantly, it's really exciting, is our retail promenade. right set in between the entire 4 buildings will be a brand new concept of open air retail experience. So what will you find there? Will be open air bistros, outdoor seating patios. There will be shopping. It's not just shopping, but it's food, fine dining. And it's not just that, it will be cafes. It will be locations where the community comes together. And I think that is the whole relevance of this community, of this master plan, is that we're building things for the people that they could really enjoy and take their experience to a higher level.
Wow, that's really amazing. Yeah. So what kind of a unit type and approximate square footage can we expect from the first tower of the festival condos?
It will be amazing. We have 1 bedrooms around the 450 to, let's call it 530 square feet. We have 1+ den with 1 bathroom, where the den is a good size where you can put another bed. So if you're a young family and you have kids, you can use a kid's bed in there. We're mindful of the fact that as the family grows, there will be more demands on space. So we also create a 1+ den with 2 bathrooms. We also create 2 bedrooms with 1 bath, where a lot of the operators say, for my bedroom, I do want to have windows, and then really let the natural lighting coming in. We also have 2 bedrooms, and all our suites are under 700 square feet. So you can see immediately how affordable this whole proposition is. We are mindful of the affordability crisis that a lot of people are wrestling with. So we want to create functionality both within your premises and outside in terms of the entire neighborhood amenities. We're also mindful of that people want to have functional space. So all our plans are very efficient, rectangular, squarish. There's no weird layouts. And once you see the plans, you say, these are gorgeous. And I'm sure your buyers, all the people will say, these are really plans that I could live in. These are really great plans that for the younger families, they could grow into. And that's why we create a full spectrum of different product types so that this community could really keep on growing with the population.
Yeah, you really have the mixed types of the units to fit the people's different demands.
There is various demands, and definitely we're mindful, and so we created a full spectrum of offerings for the clients.
Yeah, so we cannot wait for this project to be launched. So my next question is, when is the important days for our most anticipated project launch? And
well, this will be the most anticipated project in 2020. And we are just talking to our key value partners right now, such as yourself. And so all your clients, they are in their first access. Okay? Now what we'll do is that shortly we'll be sharing with you and also your clients some plans. Therefore, you and your clients could start looking and say, well, for my investment, for my personal use, these are my priorities. Now bear in mind, even our 2 bedrooms are under 700 square feet. So you know that it's very affordable.
Yeah.
It is very hitting the sweet spot that everybody's trying to really get their hands on, and we got it right on top of it. And then as a result, we will be going into a worksheet, opening the worksheet portal shortly by next week, and then definitely you and your VIP clients will be coming in to start getting the contract signed. We'll also make available digital signings for some of the clients who are not comfortable with coming into this experience, into this center. That is okay. We're opening our doors on the virtual world for them to experience the sales center and also go through the sales documentation process in a zero contact environment. And then so we are really adapting to the changing needs of the client base, and we're making this space available. Over 10,000 square feet of sales pavilion. And we call this the Festival Discovery Center. In this location, you could discover and learn about the vision of what makes a great community. In fact, at the end of the day, it's because of the vision that your buyers really embrace. That's why they're buying here. This is more than a condo. It's more than one single tower. It's a brand new community in the works. And definitely getting in on ground zero, you cannot be wrong. you can always learn and appreciate and really realize the value as the community takes shape.
Great. At the end, can you share with us a little bit about what are those VIP incentives for us as the Platinum Brokerage?
Well, definitely the access is very critical. More important than access is actually understanding the real vision of what the developers have. And you personally have talked to developers. You personally have sat down with meals and talked about their own inspirations as to what makes them excited about being in the real estate development. It's not just the money. It's really creating homes, really creating communities for the families. That is the underlying driver of what really makes the Menkes family so passionate and dedicated to their work for over 65 years in Toronto. And for sure, as the VIP, we will give you the best selection of units. We'll give you the best incentives in terms of the development caps and all the assortment, the best deposit program ever possible. And we're creating all this so that your buyers could really capitalize on this great opportunity. And again, it will be the biggest launch in 2020.
Good to know. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Johnson, for very informative sharing today, and I look forward to working together with you on this amazing project.
Awesome. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Vicky.
This is for today's interview. Bay Street Group has been working with Menkes for many years. We are top sales brokerage for all the Menkes projects. And of course, we are one of the platinum brokerage for the festival towers. So if you are interested in the festival condos, please contact the Bay Street Group agents. Thank you for watching. See you next time.